Check this out, all. I'm taking my dog here to the park, and lo and behold, look at the sky. It's just covered in chemtrails, as usual. No surprise. So I'm just chilling here at the park with my dog, and I was just gonna do a little bit of talking here and just share my side of the story on how I think everything's going and just how most people are in general. I really enjoy staying away from low vibrational, ignorant sheeplebots. Now I don't know about y'all, but once you've leveled up your consciousness so much, people's ignorance can take a toll on you if you're around that energy all the time and their negativity. Just because they're on a way lower vibrational level, they're so full of hate, jealousy, evil, ignorance, anger. I mean, all the low vibrational crap. And because they're not aware of the truth, and they don't really have God in their life, it's easy for these demonic entities to be able to possess them. It's real easy for demonic entities to influence low vibrational sheeplebots, programmed sheeplebots. And that's why the demonic beast Babylon system that we're living in, that the system pretty much has got everybody trapped in, that's why they push all kinds of satanic crap upon the people. And that's why there's all kinds of poisons in our food, or most food products. A lot of the stuff is avoidable if you know the truth. But that's why they put a lot of toxic crap in the food and the water. You know, they put fluoride in the water, and in most toothpaste, they put fluoride in most toothpaste. And it's just not that, it's also cosmetics. Anything that humans really touch or consume, they've tainted it with some kind of toxic shit to lower the people's vibration, to keep them on a low vibrational level. And I think the reason why they really do that is so these demonic entities, the ones that really control this world, the demonic entities that influence and kind of possess the people at the top of the pyramid, the Rothschilds family, the Illuminati, these big time secret society members. Because they don't know the truth, and the beast system has got them at such a low vibe, it's real easy for these demonic entities to possess them. And that's why they put toxins every way that they can in anything and everything that people consume, even in the air. That's why, I mean, you look up in the sky, you see chemtrails a lot of times. We're breathing that stuff in. God knows what it's really doing to us, but it's not good. Sometimes the system makes it hard for you to escape from stupid people. The system wants you around stupid people, because they know that those stupid people, sheeplebots, have been programmed to pull people's energies down to their level. You know what I mean? The system doesn't want you to be different. They want you to be a programmed, indoctrinated sheeplebot for the system. That's why really anybody that is different in a positive way is ridiculed, laughed at, mocked, hated, because they're not the same as the sheeplebots. I mean, if you look at the way the average person is living, the average sheeplebot is living. They go to work to make money for their bills, and then they go home to their little box, which they call a house or home, and then they go back to work, and then go back to their box, and then go back to work, go back to their box. And every now and then, they take a break for a week or two. They call it a vacation. In their minds, that they think they're free. You know what I mean? Just because they can't feel the prison bars. They can't see the cell with their two eyes. But see, you got to have an opened third eye to be able to see and feel the prison that we're living in. And most people, they have a calcified, blocked third eye. And fluoride mainly blocks that third eye. Basically turns it into like a stone. It calcifies it. But there's all kinds of ways that you can decalcify your third eye. That's what I had to do, because one time a long while back, I was a sheep too, and I enlightened myself to the truth. And the more you go down the rabbit hole and the more truth you seek, the more ways you'll find out how to better yourself and to decalcify, detox your body. And as you do that, you increase your senses that your old self would not be used to. You know what I mean? Like psychic abilities, understanding energy, feeling energy. Your senses to energy gets boosted up big time when you decalcify your third eye and detox your body from all the toxins that the system has fed you. And a lot of people, they don't want to take those steps into detoxing their body. It takes a strong mind. It takes a strong mind and willpower to better yourself for the better. And the majority of people are just too lazy and ignorant doing that. But most people's connection to God has been just blocked. I've noticed that the sheeple that think they have a connection to God mostly are religious people that go to church, and they're like, yeah, we believe in God, but they don't know how deep God really is. They're not opened up to the spiritual world. You know what I mean? They don't get the fact that Jesus Christ, we're all like Jesus Christ. We're all God's kids. See, Jesus Christ had a high, leveled up, high vibrational consciousness. And all of us have that ability to be able to raise our consciousness up to that Christ consciousness. But sheeplebots, they don't get that. They're always looking on the outside for somebody on the outside to save them, like Jesus Christ. But they don't get that they need to save themselves. They have to help themselves. God is coming back, and we're seeing it happening now. See, God is within every living thing, everything. And God is using a lot of chosen ones right now and to shaking this world and making this earth a better place, this world that we're living in. But sheeple and fake Christians are waiting, just patiently waiting on an outside source to come save them. They don't get how they are destroying themselves. It's all the small things that matter in life. Like, it all adds up. You know what I mean? You can't just wake up in a day to the truth. You can't just be spiritually enlightened in a day. Yeah, you can have some experiences and some moments, but it just helps you level up. It takes a lot of those spiritual awakenings, and it takes a lot of steps to growing and expanding your consciousness up higher. It takes a lot. You gotta drink good water without fluoride. You gotta brush your teeth. If you brush your teeth, brush it without fluoride toothpaste. Eat high vibrational foods, fruits and vegetables, organic, not the genetically modified crap. But when you speak the truth, especially the spiritual truths of life that you've experienced and found out, and you try to explain it to sheeplebots, low vibrational sheeplebots, you gotta understand they're like dead souls, because their third eye is closed, their connection to God is closed, so you're kind of talking to a dead man or woman. It's kind of how it feels. You're talking to a zombie. You're trying to wake up a zombie, which it's damn near impossible. You know what I mean? Most sheeple people, they think that you could just bring all this information and put it all into words, and you really can't. We can only do so much on trying to awaken the people and putting our experiences and the truths that we found out into words. It's not easy. That's how sheeple have been fed all their information. It's just been brought to them, and they trust everything that the TV tells them. Like whatever's on TV, they believe. What everybody else is doing, they think that's the right way to go because everybody else is doing it. It's a herd mentality, and that's how they program people to be. For the most part, is to have a herd mentality, a sheep mentality. Sheeple bots are viewed as cattle to the evil powers that be, the elite. And if you take a step back and look at it, I mean, they really are being treated as such, cattle, being led to the slaughter. The evil powers that be have basically turned people, human beings, into biological, organic, or I wouldn't even say organic because they're all vaccinated up, but into like robots. You know what I mean? The way people are living in this world and society is not the way it is supposed to be. We are supposed to be in nature, with nature, like nature. We are nature. The whole damn sky is like this white haze because they've bombarded the skies today from chemtrail crap. There's just all kinds of chemtrails. They filled the whole sky up in chemtrails. And they've been doing these chemtrails, they've been spraying chemtrails for so long because they know that they can get away with it because the masses are so stupid and dumbed down. And they know that they're powerless. They ain't gonna do shit. It's gonna take a lot of people to awaken to the truth to be able to stop this man-made bullshit that's going on. Because these pilots, you know what I mean, they're just pawns for the beast system. They're being paid to spray all this shit on us. And it's not just the pilots, it's school teachers, it's lawyers, it's politicians, it's puppet celebrities that the masses look up to, these satanic, soulless celebrities that are out there that are just being used as puppets. They're CEOs of companies that are pawns, that are just sellouts for the elite. The beast system has got a good number of people, the majority of people, basically in a sellout position. They're slaving for money, working for money to get by in this beast system so the elite can control them and control every aspect of their life by force. It's all a trap. It's all a trap. Like take child support for example. A lot of military service members, for an example, are obligated to pay child support. So they're doing what they're told to do for a paycheck. Are doing what they're told to do for a paycheck. And a lot of cops are also having to pay child support. And the system gets these cops and these bots, these pawns for the system, that slave for the system. They get them to go along with some unjust laws and fucked up orders for a paycheck. And a lot of these service members, police officers, like I said, they're obligated to pay child support. So they're trapped and forced to have to come up with money to pay their child support. Otherwise, their driver's license could be suspended and or they could be thrown in jail if they get a little bit behind on their child support. So they're forced to slave for money, otherwise they'll be thrown in jail. You see what I'm saying? I know a lot of stupid sheeple bots will be like, oh, you gotta support your children. It's not about that. You gotta look beyond that, you know what I'm saying? And see how the system is using that as a tactic and way of enslaving the people to money. It's one. of many, many, many examples of how they've trapped and enslaved humanity for money, to money. Cops and these military service members just do whatever they're told to do to come up with the money to pay their bills and their child support. For example, I would not be slaving for money at all if it wasn't for fucking child support. But I have to pay child support, otherwise they'll suspend my license and arrest me, throw me in jail. So I'm forced to have to slave for money and work for money. Forced to build their prisons, their jails, their courthouses, all this shit for the beast system. They're forced to support that shit and help build it up and make it even stronger because they're forced to make money. Otherwise, they'll be arrested, thrown in jail. See, sheeplebots just don't see the bigger picture. They don't see all the sinister ways that they don't see all the sinister things that the beast system is doing to the people. Because it's all sinister. It's all evil. Everything within this system is evil. And everything in the system is used against the people. Everything. Everything. Way too many ignorant people that do not care about the truth. And they suffer for not knowing the truth on many, 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 many levels that they'll never understand because they have not elevated their consciousness to that level to be able to see it from a real, true perspective. You see what I'm saying? Sheeplebots, they're so attached to this false reality that the system has made, this fake illusion, that they love it. They think they love it so much, and they enjoy it. They think they enjoy it. You know, but that's just because they have not leveled up their perspective to see it from another way. They've always just seen it from the third dimensional way, from what they see with their two eyes. That's it. They don't know how to look deeper within people to sense good and evil. Because I tell you, I see a lot of these politicians, especially like even Joe Biden and Donald Trump on TV, and they'll do their speeches, and sheeple will cheer for them. But I see beyond the veil, you know what I mean? I see right through all their bullshit, and they're just puppets. They're just pawns to serve the beast system, the satanic elite system. And they're in their position because they're sellouts, selfish. They only think about themselves. They're soulless, otherwise they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. If they knew the truth, they would not be sellout puppets for the elite. But it's all they know. And it's all they care about because they're on a low vibrational level. So, I just wanted to do another rant. Until next video, peace and love.